Hey War Barn fans, how's everybody doing? Another video here. I'm going to go over a little bit about the differential and the steering brakes. So without further ado, let's get to it. So here we go. We have the differential here. I cleaned it up a little bit. I cleaned off the air breather. This was dented up a little bit. Knocked some of the dents out. I think it looks pretty good. Primed to paint it. Here is the dipstick. Cleaned that up. I want to keep this original paint on here, so I left this on there. I don't know, what would you say, 75%, 80. What is really interesting that I noticed, and I just remembered, is that the side plates, these side plates here, must have been taken off at some time, because they're obviously a different color than this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a different supplier made the plates, a different casting factory made the main body. Who knows? Inside here there would be some gears. I got to take this off. There's a seal inside of there, but pretty much these gears on the inside are good. So what's going on next is the stopping brakes are going to bolt right on here, and here they are. So I got some brand new material, nicely riveted back on, all cleaned up. Springs are all cleaned up, ready to get back together. These little attachments here, this is actually what will pull when the brakes are in place. The backing plate will be here. This will come out of the backing plate, and then there's a rod mechanism, which is actually these here that'll attach. Okay, this will attach onto there, and then this will attach further to what I call the junction, where all the steering components, levers come together and attach. So yeah, here's the right axle, there's the left axle. Here, let me take this off for you. Another shot of the pumpkin on the inside. Everything is in great condition, and I decided to leave well enough alone. There's a lot of custom refitting. If you put new gears on, bushings, measurements need to be taken, and since this differential came with my gearbox, the front gear probably will not need to be adjusted. We'll check that out. There's a way to make an adjustment when it's together. You have to have the right spacing with this bevel gear here and the spiral gear that comes off of the gearbox. So yeah, so here's the backing plates. They'll simply just go on either side, and then I could drop this onto the gearbox. Here are the brake drums, just like a standard conventional brake shoe assembly, but this is utilized on the inside vehicle to steer the vehicle. So yeah, this case has some oil in it, but it's not leaking. So like I said, sometimes it's better to leave well enough alone. So let's take a look here on the inside. So this differential is going to drop down. This will be facing forward. This will be facing the forks. It's going to go and attach with these couplings right onto, let me show you here, right onto that shaft. So there we have the mount where the differential will mount, and then I have the clamps. I just got to get some new bolts, and then on the other side, that's where it attaches. So yeah, differential will drop in there, and as you go back will be the gearbox. The seat will basically go towards the rear part, and that's how these inner workings how these inner workings work. If you notice, the right side gear shaft is a little bit longer than the left one. So the reason being on that is it's offset. Offset a little bit. I forgot the exact reasoning why, but just an overview on how things are coming together. Been waiting for a piece here, a piece there. I had to make a trade to get both gear levers. I just got that a couple months ago, so that's pretty stellar. They do make reproductions of this. However, I was able to make a trade with an extra part with no money out of my pocket, which is nice. These things aren't cheap, guys. But anyway, hey, with that being said, hey, subscribe, thumbs up, any comments, let me know. Thanks again.